my jerk. Good luck, guys. Break a leg.
Hi, Mr. Dennis.
How are you?
Oh, we're good.
There's a mist coming in, like something is brewing and about to begin. Can't put me finger on what lies in store, but I feel what's to happen all happened before. A father, a mother, a daughter, a son. The threads of their lives are all wrapping undone. Something is needed to twist them as tight, like a string you might use when you're flying a kite. Chim, chimney, chim, chim, cheree, chim, cheroo.
Hurry up, Jane, let's run! Come back, you little blighter! You've got to do your lesson! I can't do my lessons if I'm flying a kite, and you can't make us, you're only our nanny!
Boy, not you two! Come on! Oi, come here!
Oh, morning, Miss Dawn. Now's little Willoughby doing today?
Oh, very well, thank you, Bird. Willoughby?
Oh my gosh, is that the beauteous Mr. Walker's by on the horizon?
Oh, Admiral.
Morning, Admiral. How's he looking?
A little cloudy up in number 17. Storm warning's overdue.
Mind if I take a look?
Not at all.
Oh, good eye.
Yeah.
Mine are London's byways where I doth be capped. This one's their hardest to find on a map. Cherry Tree Lane, sweet as a song, but the nannies who come in, they don't stay for long. Chim, chimney, chim, chim, cheree, chim, chim.
Katie Nana, those little thieves have run away from me for the last time! And you get stuck in the house with children with no nanny. Me, that's it. Well, I've said my say, all I'll say. I've been in this house forever! But hope you don't stumble on the way out. Katie Nana, where are you going? Katie Nana! Katie Nana's born, is it any wonder? Even after minted by your children France. Do you really think I'd read another blunder? What on earth am I to say to Mr. Banks? George, dear, I'm feeling so bereft, dear. Another nanny's left, dear. Every nanny goes, we're unlucky, I suppose. We are never going to find the perfect nanny.
Nonsense! Precision and that's all that science. Not running up a household, a sprinkle with tasks. Children, the servants, are all your domain. nannies in the past 4 months, and they've all been unqualified disasters. A nanny should go. A nanny should. A nanny is a paragon that suffers. A nanny is a stalwart. Our children would gain by having such a nanny in Cherry-ee Lane.
Of course, George.
So take control of situations. Show your authority when interviewing staff. You know your role. They know their stations. Efficiency and forethought cut the jobs in half. Briefcase!
I thought Katie Nana would be firm with the children. She's always looked so cross.
My dear, never confuse efficiency with a liver complaint. Umbrella?
If only we could find someone like your old nanny.
I'm afraid that's unrealistic, my dear. Few women alive can handle Miss Andrews' standards of efficiency. Besides, we can never afford someone of her caliber.
Precision and order, you are not the best.
It's like an army barracks.
Just clearing the mess.
No wonder the
nannies
more driven insane.
living in my house.
Cherry-ee Lane.
Now, Winifred, if you do want to please me,
You know I do, George.
very well then, place an advertisement in the Times stating that Jane and Michael Banks require the best possible nanny at the lowest possible wage.
You better give them hours before they make another mistake.
I would stress
Father, what's that you're holding there?
We've written our own advertisement.
what on
I
earth?
think we should hear it, George.
Now, Winifred, none of your theatrics.
It won't hurt to listen.
Wanted a nanny for 2 adorable children.
Adorable! Well, that's debatable, I must say.
If you want this choice position, have a cheery disposition, rosy cheeks, no wants.
That's what I could do.
Play games, all sorts. You must be kind, you must be witty, very sweet and very pretty.
All the
George,
ridiculous.
please.
Take us on outings, give us treats, sing songs, bring sweets. Never be cross or cruel, never be us castor oil or rule. Black love us as a son and daughter, and never smell of barley water.
I can back it too.
If you won't scold and dominate us, we will never give you more to hate us. We won't hide your spectacles so you can't see the talents in your bed or camera in your teeth. Hurry, nanny, many thanks sincerely, Jane
And Michael.
Banks.
Well, that's quite an old for one day. Now, will you two please go upstairs and let me get to work?
They were only trying to help.
Well, it won't tell anyone to make me late. Where's my hat?
George, dear,
Hat!
I thought you put it down here.
Hat!
I'm sure all the hat can simply disappear.
Think of what a nanny do. Does it run away?
He's brushed it with boot polish!
Precision and order, that's all that I ask. The running of our high schools, a straightforward task. The children, the servants, are all your domain.
Must I remain the sovereign? Might you today, well?
You remain the
I'm
sovereign.
home at 6 o'clock sharp.
He remains the sovereign of Cherry-ee.
Good morning.
Yes.
I've come in answer to the advertisement.
What advertisement? We didn't place any advertisement. Not yet, anyways.
George and Winifred Banks live here, do they not?
Mr. and Mrs. Banks live here, yes.
And you are looking for a nanny?
Well, yes, I suppose.
Very well then, now let's see. Play games, all sorts, which I most certainly can. Take us on outings, give us treats. Michael, look at our advertisement. Rosy cheeks and fairly pretty. There's no objection on that score, I hope.
Oh, none at all.
I'm glad to hear it.
But please do take up with Mrs. Banks. She handles all that side of things. Nothing domestic has anything to do with me. And don't forget the references.
I make it a rule never to give references.
But I thought it was usually.
A very old-fashioned idea to my mind. The best people never require them now.
Oh, I see. You will have every third Thursday evening off from 5 until 9.
The best people give every second Wednesday from 6 till 8, ma'am, and that is what I shall take.
Oh, okay, well, I guess it's all settled then.
As long as I am satisfied, I'll see the children now. Thank you.
Of course. You'll find them very nice children. Now this is...
Mary Poppins. Jane, don't stare. And close your mouth, Michael. We are not a codfish. Best foot forward, spit spot.
Miss Brill, we found a new nanny.
So she passed her interview then?
Or I did.
Very tidy, I must say. Tidier than I was expecting. Who's responsible for that? Miss Me. Brill. I am. I like to keep things neat. Do you indeed? Well, I look forward to making good use of that. If there's one thing I appreciate, it's a child whose word I can depend on. Who's she when she's at home?
That's Valentine. She's mine.
From the look on her face, I'm not sure she'd agree with you.
She's just a doll. I don't want to play with her now.
Treat her like that and she might not want to play with you. Now, first things first, I always say the proper place to hang a hat is on a hat stand. But there's nothing in it. She's tricky. We better keep an eye on this one.
Mary Poppins, how can you know we want a nanny when we only just made our list?
Your list? I'm not an item in the weekly shop, thank you very much.
But it's as if the wind just blew you here.
Well, it did. Now stand over there. Just as I thought, a noisy, mischievous, troublesome little boy.
Who making that up? A noisy, mischievous,
Now you. Thoughtless, short-tempered, and untidy.
I don't believe you. Let me see.
By the time the wind has blown, the weather vane around, I'll show you if I can. No matter what's the circumstance, for one thing I'm renowned. My character is fixed on stick and span.
And what's about your measurement, Mary Poppins?
I'm practically perfect in every way.
Practically perfect?
So people say. It's virtue, but really knows no bounds. Its rate is great and patently sound. I'm practically perfect from head to toe. If I had a fault, it would never get to show. I'm so practically perfect in every way. Ah, lovely. Both prim and proper and never too stern. Well educated, yet willing to learn. I'm clean and honest, my manners
practically perfect, not slightly soared. Running like an engine that's just in first gear. I'm so practically perfect in every way. Well, those are my credentials. Perhaps you have a few questions. Not temperamental, not Reggie or rough, the very fox. Will you stay tender when the going gets tough? Quite the contrary. Will you read stories without a big fuss? Or have objections to play with us? Oh, I like games, but I choose them. But that's not fair. Some minor improvements may not go amiss, but at all times you must remember this. You're practically perfect in every way. I guarantee. Practically perfect. We hope you'll stay. Each word you say is amount. Each trace is a great and positive sound. Sing with us, please. I'll take my telescope. Hey, but that's not fair. I didn't say it was fair. I said I'm practically perfect. Then here's my name. By the time you leave, you all will be the same. You'll be practically perfect. Practically perfect. We will be practically perfect in every
Chimney, chim, chimney, chim, chim, chiroo. I does what I likes, and I likes what I do. Today I'm a scriver, and as you can see, a scriver's an artist of highest degree. And it's all me own work from me own memory.
Oh, no, me. Not these again.
Oh, come on, Mr. Parkkeeper, it's just me paintings like it always is. There's no harm in them.
Oh, I'm going to relax. This is my park, and I say you're to be the public rally. I want these taken down. This. Oh, just you watching, you see? Just you watching.
Stay right where you are. I know that silhouette anywhere. Mary Poppins.
It's good to see you, Bert. He knows you. He can't know you. You've only just arrived. I wasn't born 1 minute before I walked into your house, Michael Banks. Have you met these two, Bert?
I've seen him running about chasing a kite.
Well, it isn't a real kite.
Sir, what are you up to?
Mary Poppins says it's a game. It's called A Walk in the Park? Some game? I'd rather eat spinach. Come on, Bert, you're due for a break. And you promised you'd take me out when we met again. Or have you forgotten?
Of course I am, Mary, but I got nothing.
Is that all you've got? Never mind. My treat. And no one's charging for the trees in the sky now, are they? Mary Poppins, is he really coming with us? Why shouldn't he? Well, to start, he's very dirty. Father would never approve.
What's that?
You're too dirty. You can't come with us. And we don't want to go to the stinking park anyway.
But of course you do. Because when you walk with Mary Poppins, you go to places you've never dreamed of before. And if she says she has a game for you, that means she has something in mind. And you can be sure of that.
That's a picture of the park, isn't it? Not our park, anyway. The trees are much different green, and there's even water.
I feel like you'll see it's exactly the way I've drawn it. Because all that it takes is a spark, then something plain as a park becomes a wonderland! All you have to do is look anew, then you'll understand why it's a jolly holiday with Mary. Mary makes your heart so light.
Oh, really?
When the day is gray and ordinary, Mary makes the sun shine bright.
You do talk nonsense.
Oh, happiness is blooming all around her. The daffodils are smiling at the
I
dawn.
haven't the faintest idea.
When Mary holds your hand, you feel so grand. Your heart starts beating like a big dustpan.
I think you've got enough brass for all of us.
Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. No wonder that it's Mary that we love. Come on, you two.
Boring, just like all the nannies thinking pops are good for us. It's just statues dancing grannies. I don't understand all the fuss. Is she doing it despite us? We could lose her for a month. Perhaps it's all a plot. I'll tell you what, she seems so different, but I bet she's not. There is nothing to recite us in.
What was that?
You're quite wrong, you know.
Who are you?
I'm Amelia. Surely you know that. You separated me often enough. I waited half a century to take a walk on a sunny day like this.
Ain't it a glorious day, right as a morning in May?
Feel like I could fly. Have you ever seen the grass so green or a bluer sky? Bluer sky.
Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. Better days I've never known.
You can ask the plastic statue Mary. Nothing's ever set in stone.
Morning, Constable.
You do look tip-top, if I may say so, Mary.
Thank you, Bert. And you, Ned.
And each man out with his dog will stand agog to see a statue take a gentle jog. Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. No wonder that Miss Mary that we love.
It's a jolly holiday with you birds. Gentlemen like you are few. Though you're just a diamond in the rough, birds, I'm getting your blood is blue. Never think of pressing your advantage. For parents is the hallmark of your creed. A lady needn't fear when you are near.
friend of my father.
Your father? But you're a statue. You can't have a father.
Well, if that's true, why do I miss him so much? Isn't he one of the other statues? No, he lives far away from here. Do you really miss him? Wouldn't you miss your father if you hardly ever saw him?
I'd have to think about that.
Oh, that's it! That's it!
What?
That's what I saw!
What? Where?
Oh, the blitz had me. The statue's gone!
Do you mean you've lost your marbles?
Oh, this your doing, isn't it? Everything was all fine then, just she came along and started stirring up trouble. Now the statue... Now... Oh, Lordy!
Will you come play with us again?
Of course I will. I'm not going anywhere.
Then we'll see you soon. Goodbye, Julius.
Goodbye.
Julius must be so lonely. Could a father come to stay sometime?
Anything can happen if you let it.
How long will you stay, Mary Poppins?
I'll stay till the wind changes. I run along in, it's getting cold.
Oh, goodbye, Mary. Goodbye, Jim. Goodbye, Michael.
Bye, Bert. Goodbye, Ben.
Jane and Michael want to say goodnight.
Tell him to give me a message.
George, please.
Oh, Daddy, we had the most amazing day. We sang with the busker down to the statue of the Queen Victoria. You wouldn't have approved, but...
Well, if you knew that, then why would you do it?
Daddy, can I have a kite? Proper one.
Would you be able to fly it?
Well, you can always teach me.
And when would I have time for that?
Daddy, who's the father of Emilius?
Will you please let me get on? Good night.
Poor Michael. All he cares about is flying kites and his beloved astronomy, of course.
I used to love astronomy at his age. My nanny Miss Andrews soon beat it out of me.
I suppose we do need a nanny, George. Is it out of the question to do without one?
Don't be absurd. Of course we need a nanny. All the best people have nannies. So the wife can do charity work and entertain. Which reminds me, how's your tea party coming along?
I'm not sure. It feels so odd sending out invitations to people I hardly know.
But the people you should know. Remember, by your friends shall you be judged.
That's the point. They're not my friends. Actually, I heard today from Clemmy Bunting. She's rehearsing a new play at the moment. And
How many times must I ask you, Winifred? I wish you to sever all connection to that part of your life.
George, I was an actress. Lots of people might find that interesting, though you talk as if I should be ashamed of it.
Well, it's not exactly something to be proud of now, is it? Winifred, dearest, I'm only thinking of you. I want people to admire you, to respect you.
No, George, but it's hard.
It is not hard. It is your job to be Mrs. Banks,
And what is your job?
to pay for everything. What is it?
I was only going to kiss you.
Oh, all right. Are you going to talk to Mary Poppins about this afternoon?
I don't think so.
All right. Just make sure she's doing things our way and not hers. We're good at rules. If you can bend them. We need a nanny who is disciplined and stern. With boys and girls, you don't befriend them. I fear that Mary Poppins has a lot to learn.
Mrs. Banks should be an easy rule. And yet it's one which I don't seem too good at on the whole. I have a comfy home. I have a simple life. I have a name which tells the world I'm someone else's wife. Being Mrs. Banks, what does that entail? Facing tests of character, I always seem to fail. And as for his rescue, well, I'd like to say, no thanks. They're not exactly my idea of being Mrs. Banks. I still feel as if I'm dreaming, so
just learn a trade. So I learned them all. Chim, chimney, chim, chim, cherry, chim, cho.
Swapping the decks today, I see, Bats.
Of course, Admiral. Gotta keep the street ship shape.
And how's it aboard the number 17 all smooth sailing with Mary Poppins, I trust?
There's some rough weather on every voyage. You know how it is.
Miss Locke, you know what I think those kids need? A touch of the cat and a night on the yard,
What those children need, Admiral, is a touch of happiness.
The sandwiches too early, they'll be stale before the guests arrive.
Everything's under control, ma'am.
And what about the cake?
Waiting on the tray, cooling, waiting to be iced.
And you're quite sure you know how to ice it?
Quite sure, ma'am. And in case you're worried, I have not been exchanged by the fairies for a total nincompoop.
No.
No.
I guess I'll go check the drawing room then.
I'd like to be helpful.
Well, I like to be rich, but the good Lord thought otherwise.
Mother wants him in the drawing room.
Well, she can't have me. I have enough on my plate as is.
She says you can tell Roberts and I what to do.
She did indeed. Well, why don't I take a smoke near the gasworks for good measures?
I'd like to help Miss Brill, honest.
Well, I give you one task and one task only. And so help me, if you get this wrong, I'll swing for you and sing as they pull the lever.
What is it, Miss Brill?
I need the icing tools next to the cake and a bowl of hot water for warmer. I'll make the icing as soon as I'm back.
Is that all?
For you, yes. For me, no. Once I'm back, I have the sandwiches next because Madame wants them fresh. So that means I have no time to start them until there's no time to finish them. I swear a slave in ancient Rome was on a pleasure cruise compared to my life in this house.
Well, don't just stand there, Roberts and I.
Right. No.
What's he looking
A
for?
bowl with water.
Michael, why don't we just make the icing?
Because we don't know how.
Don't be so feeble. Get the eggs. If Miss Brill can do it, it can't be that hard.
Are there eggs in icing?
There are 9.
I don't think Miss Brill would appreciate that.
Then she would be guilty of great ingratitude.
Is it supposed to look like this?
It doesn't look like that when Miss Brill does it.
Don't be so impertinent and give me the cake.
Honestly, Miss Jane, I was only trying to be helpful. Now, if you will.
Again! Miss Brill, go up to get ready, please. What have you done? Roberts and I? Oh dear, shall I go get a doctor?
I don't think that will be necessary, ma'am.
How can you be so unkind when you know just how important my party is? You two deserve some very nasty medicine and just you wait till bedtime.
Oh, I don't think we should wait till then, ma'am. Why not go up and get changed? We'll clear up. 1, 2.
But we're not ill. I don't take it and you can't make me.
In that, as in so many things, your information is faulty. Open.
Strawberry ice.
Now you. I'm not sure I like strawberry ice. Well, I'm not sure I can. Open. Lime cordial. Now off we go, you two. Michael, I know you like to keep things neat. Jane, can't Roberts and I do it when he wakes up? He is a servant. Well, with that attitude, you'll get through a lot of stuff before you're very old. Besides, in every job that must be done, there is an element of fun. You find the fun and snap. The job's a game, and every task you undertake becomes a piece of cake, a lark, a spring. It's very clear to see that a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, the medicine go down, medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in the most delightful way. Oh, my point
Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down. Medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in the most delightful way. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down. Medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in the most delightful way. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down. Medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in the most delightful way. In the most
Excuse me, ma'am, but these came in the mail this morning and off tonight to give them to me. They're apologies from your guests. Some of them are coming.
Do you suppose I chose the wrong day?
No, man, I think you asked the wrong people.
In the most delightful way.
Mary Poppins, where are we going today? I thought we could play our next game. What game? A visit to the bank. That's not a game. Did Daddy agree?
If he did, you must have put the idea into his head somehow.
Me? What's an impertinent thing to say? Me putting ideas into other people's heads? Really?
Precision and order, causing a wheel, opening a ledger, closing a deal, brilliant investments, financial sense, our perfect ray of sunshine, count shillings and pence.
Good morning. Great men have dreams of power and joy. It's our job back into life. With sheer investment and advice, pay our price. Bedrock arms, banks on bills. Banks! Ah, a word. Everyone hustlers coming in again this morning. Have you made your decision?
I believe so, sir.
Ah, make sure it's the right one.
In every transaction, credit or debt, sheets are well balanced, targets are met.
Her banks. What injections can you have? My security is more than adequate, and Latin America is an expanding market. What is the matter? Have you no courage?
But Mr. Von Hustler, what I haven't been able to grasp is, what exactly is your final product?
What do you think? Money, of course.
Yes, money, but I wonder, making money out of money, is that enough?
Are you man enough to be a banker? My men have dreams of building an empire. To take his name, his many distant lands. And in the duel, I'm doomed. Will soon strike gold and take the chance with both our hands.
Assessing the market, limit the risk, little room for error, business is brisk.
Have you come to your decision, Mr. Banks? There's a town of good people whose future depends on you.
I know that.
Give us this chance, you won't regret it. The factory could be up and running in weeks and expanding before the year's out. Please, Mr. Banks. I'd give it everything I've got, believe me.
I do believe in Mr. Northbrook, and I've tried to find a way, but there's just not the collateral.
What about my workforce? Decent men who want a better life. They're my plan. My men have dreams to earn an honest living. Our wife and kids, a home to call their own. If you'd invest in us today, it paves the way. I promise we repay the loan.
Sorry, sir. What on earth are you doing here? Can't you see I'm busy?
No, we're done here, and no man should be too busy for his children. Have you come for some money as well?
Hardly. What would they need money for?
It's never too early to learn the value of money. Here you go.
And what do we say to Mr. Northbrook? Thank you!
I'll wait outside.
What is the meaning of this, Mary Poppins? Really, am I without a sense of humor?
Aren't you, Daddy?
No, I am not. But when I was a little boy, I never dare interrupt my
You were
father.
ever a little boy?
Of course I was. But my name's Andrew kept me out of my father's way, and he'd be very annoyed if she hadn't.
What's about your mother?
I don't think I saw either of them more than once a week.
Didn't they mind?
Mind? They were glad to be rid of me.
Well, who kissed you goodnight? Miss Andrews?
Certainly not. There was no time for hugs and kisses and all that soppy nonsense.
Poor Daddy.
Poor? What do you mean, poor? That's what made me the man I am today, eh, Mary Poppins?
Yes, I'm afraid it did.
Well, it's enough. You've seen where I work, and as you see, I've got a great deal to do.
Daddy, when you invest in the bank's money, what are you looking for? A good man or a good idea?
I suppose I should say a good idea. But a good man, it's much rarer and much more valuable.
Come along, children.
Mr. Von Hustler! I've considered your arguments, but I'm afraid my answer is no.
You don't recognize a good idea when you see one?
Perhaps not, but I do recognize a good man when I see one.
You better write this for banks.
A man with dreams that life hasn't broken. A man with hopes and visions to fulfill. A man you're certain at first glance deserves a chance. Now, Mr. Northbrook, when exactly can the factories open?
Thank you, Mr. Banks. You won't regret it.
Feed the birds. Tuppence a bag. Tuppence a bag. There's that horrible old woman. Don't point it for your information. She is not in the least horrible, but she's just a bundle of rags. When will you learn to look past what you see? Early each day to the steps of St. Paul's, the little old bird woman comes. In her own special way to the people she calls. Come, Mama Dark, full of crumbs. Come feed the little birds, show them you can, and you'll be glad if you do. Their young ones are hungry, their nests are so bare. All it takes is tuppence from you.
Birds, tuppence a bag, tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag. Birds, that's what she cries, while overhead her birds fill the skies.
What's he doing? I'm going to give him my sixpence. What's a waste? That's a matter of opinion. Here, one bag, please. Save your sixpence, Michael.
All around the cathedral, the saints and apostles look down as she sells her wares. Although you can't see them, you know they are smiling to you. Birds, tuppence a bag, tuppence,
Tuppence,
tuppence.
tuppence a bag.
Hold on. Tuppence? Tuppence? Tuppence a bag?
Oh, hello there. How are you? Really? Is that you? What's that you say? Well, why don't you tell her yourself? She's right over there.
Is that Miss Lockstock Willoughby? Don't interrupt when someone's barking, you were saying. Really? Well, if she keeps wandering off, perhaps it'd be better if we kept her on a lead. Willoughby? Oh, Willoughby, it's all right. Mommy's here. You know, you'd almost think she could talk sometimes. Can Willoughby really talk?
Of course you can. The real problem's trying to get him to stop.
How do you learn to talk, Doc? Why, in a talking shop. What's he about a talking shop? Conversations, of course.
Well, I've never seen a talking shop.
Well, there is only one. It belongs to Mrs. Corey. We'll have to call it a shop in the park.
But there is no shop in the park.
Remember, anything can happen if you let it. I want a letter. Please can I get you one L? I want an L. My office is going on. Please, please, please. I want vowels. That's it. I'm out of conversations. Good day to you, Mrs. Corey. Well, well, well. This is Mary Poppins with Jane and Michael Banks. She knows us. And how is poor little Georgie? Who? Georgie Banks, your father. He used to give his name as soon as we come down to my shop here in secret. Well, it couldn't have been the same George Banks, for that would have been 40 years ago, and no one can remember back that far. Listen to me, I remember everything. I remember George used to love my gingerbread. I wonder if you have any left for today. Annie, Fanny, look lively. Yes, Mother. There you are, gingerbread piece of gingerbread stars. Georgie always saved his stars. Now, Mary Poppins, what can I do for you? Well, I did want to answer conversations. I'm out of conversations and I'm right out of words too, because you've had a lot of chatterbox in you today. So let me see what I have left. Oh, I do have some letters and a little bit of that chat as well. And as you say, that'll be 50 letters to go. I'll take your pick. Jane, you can choose 7.
I've got a D, G, R, U, C, L, and I.
They're no good. You can't make a conversation out of them. Your turn, Michael, 7 more. Well, I've got an A, E, F, S, T, O, and a P. And I'll choose an X. Now what words can we make?
Well, I see dog and cat.
Right, that's 9.
Level first. That's 11. Nearly there.
Those don't count. You made them up.
And where do you think words came from in the first place? Somebody had to have made them up.
But you know, we can always use the same letter more than once. Now let me see.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. That's not a word. Of course it's a word. And unless I'm very much mistaken, I think it's going to prove a rather useful one. When trying to express oneself, it's frankly quite absurd to leaf through lengthy lexicons to find the perfect word. A little spontaneity keeps conversation clean. You need to find a way to say precisely what you mean. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound
something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. It can mean anything. It can mean exactly what you want it to. When Sally men were chatting, simply grunting would suffice.
This word they must have used it once or twice.
I'm sure Egyptian pharaohs would have grunted in a jiff. Then every single pyramid would bear this hieroglyph. Oh, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Say it and roll animals, not to suffer. Add some further flourishing and supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
The Druids could have caught it on the mighty monolith.
The ancient Greeks on Saturn would have used it in their myths. I'm sure the Roman Empire only entered the abyss because those Latin scholars never had a word like this. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. If you say it softly, the effect can be hypnosis.
Check your breath before you speak in case it's halitosis.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. You know, you can always say it backwards, which is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
She may be tricky, but she's bloody good.
So when the cat has got your tongue, there's no need for dismay. Just sum it up this word and then you've got a lot to say.
Pick out those 18 consonants and 60 vowels as well, and put them in order, which is very hard to spell.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Smarty pants. Here we go.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound is not atrocious, if we say it loud enough,
Right, put the steps there and step back. You are not allowed to come near the spars, neither me, neither no one. That is an heirloom.
Heirloom?
While I do this, stay totally immobile.
Immobile.
Do not move a muscle.
Muscle.
Do not even breathe. Do you hear me?
I might as well be dead.
Don't give me ideas.
George, what's happened? Are you ill?
No, should I be?
Of course not. Only why on earth are you home so early?
Oh, everything is all wrong.
George, what is it?
Well, you must know. I denied some German chap a loan, and it seems that he's gone to our chief rival. They gave him the money, and it's turned it into a gold mine.
Well, they can't expect you to get it right every time.
Can't they? That's exactly what they expect.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious, if you say it loud
That's
enough.
quite loud enough.
But we were just saying.
I don't care what you adjust. Go upstairs now, this instant. Where's my hat? Put this here. Michael? Jane? Will you give it to me? Must I put up with this behavior? You're their mother. Why don't you do something?
Well, I could try not shouting for a start.
Mary Poppins, you are here to teach the children manners. And look at them. They're a pair of little savages. If I had it my way, you'd be out of this house right away.
I'm tired. Mary Poppins, don't bring the children downstairs tonight. Mr. Banks is quite exhausted, and perhaps we could keep them occupied.
Well, I hope you haven't forgotten men. Tonight's my evening out. What?
Oh, I had forgotten. And I suppose the best people don't ask you to change your plans.
No, ma'am, they wouldn't.
I thought not.
That's not fair. Daddy loses his temper all the time when we're shut up in the nursery. Daddy is mean and rotten and I hate him.
Jane, take that back this instant. I will not have you criticize your father.
Why not? He criticizes you. Last week I heard him say you were neither use nor ornament.
How dare you?
I heard him say it and so did you.
Sometimes people say things they don't mean. Mary Poppins, bring the children upstairs, please. George, you have your troubles. I'd like to share them.
Don't worry, you will. The simple truth is, I've been fired from the bank until they figure out what to do with me.
It's not fair. You're going out but we get left on our own. Well, you've had plenty of toys to play with.
Why does Daddy get so cross?
Fathers are supposed to look after their children, not yell at them all the time. Maybe, but have you asked yourself who looks after the fathers when things go wrong?
The mothers? Not the children?
Wouldn't that be rather upside down? Well, families are upside down, for a while anyways. I don't want to be an upside down family. I wish I could just run away.
Why not? Somebody could adopt you.
Off to bed, you two.
Where the smoke is all billowed and curls, between pavements and stars is the chimney sweep's world. But there's hardly no day, no hardly no night. There's things off in shadows and off ways in light. On the rooftops of London, West Side.
Oh, so you're asleep now, aren't you?
The best view in the world, eh? And you get to see it? The birds, the stars, and the chimney sweeps. Nothing to beat it, eh? Now as the ladder of life has been strung, you may think of sweeps on the bottommost rung. But I spends me time in the ashes and smoke, and in this old wide world, there's no happier note. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiree. A sweep is as lucky can be. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiroo.
Good luck will rub off when he shakes hands with you.
Or blow me a kiss.
But
and that's lucky too. Oh, so you're going out then, are you?
The wind has changed.
But they're good kids, Mary.
Would I be bothering with them if they weren't? But they won't let me help them, and there's no one so hard to teach as a child who knows everything.
So?
So they've got to do the next bit on their own.
Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiree.
When you're with the sweet, you're in glad company. Goodbye, bird.
Chim, chim, chim chim chiree. When you're with the sweet, you're in glad company. Nowhere is there a more happier crew than them what sings chim chim chiree chim chiroo. Chim chimney chim chim chiree chim chim.
Here we are, bud. Keep an eye on that for me.
Bye, Mary.
Catch metals. Oh, yes, she can.
What's it say?
Heavens, what are you two doing here?
Where's Mary Poppins?
She's gone.
Gone? That doesn't take the bloomin' biscuits.
Miss Brill, what does au revoir mean?
Why?
Because in the note she's left us, it says, Dear Jane and Michael, keep playing your games. Au revoir, Mary Poppins.
I know it's French, I know that. Does it mean good luck or God bless you? Oh, I know. Until we meet again.
Morning, Admiral. Lovely weather. I guess you could say something like that. Why is it so cold?
Mrs. Brill, is the nursery tidy?
As tight as I can make it, ma'am.
If only you knew how hard it was to track her down.
Really, ma'am? Fancy that?
Going up through nannies for a flippin' pastime. Now the ones that ride, they make a fearful fuss.
Never liked her much when she was here the last time, unless she makes life easier for the both of us.
Miss Brill, is it really her?
Well, I don't know who else.
Why is it just a secret?
The note says, till we meet again. I just know it must be her.
Oh my goodness, she'll be here any moment. Now where's George? George, dear, you're going to be surprised.
Winifred, I hate surprises at the best of times.
Not this time. Oh, George, I do think you're going to be proud of me for once. Precision in order, it's perfectly true. Can really make a difference. I found her for you. Thinking sample shoes, then I will regain. A home you can be proud of, Cher-ee Lane. Hurry up, everyone, into the hall. I want everything to look spit, spot, slick, and span.
Our sense of excitement is hard to contain.
are thoroughly unpleasant. I never enjoy travel. You must be poor Georgie's wife. Your plans are disgracefully untidy. Take my advice. Plant evergreens or better still have nothing there at all. Just plain cement courtyard.
But dear Miss Andrew, I am so fond of flowers.
Then you are a very silly woman. Where did George go?
Oh, I'm afraid he had an urgent appointment.
Which no doubt he was late as usual. It's not much of a house, is it?
We like it.
Then it doesn't take you a lot to keep happy. Look at the dust. There. And there. Phew.
Well, we're rather short-staffed at the moment.
How did anyone ever clean those curtains? Now, just a minute. Piggy, I don't suppose you know who I am.
Yes, we do. You're the Holy Terror.
Impudent boy! And you are Chim, I suppose? Why aren't you wearing the stockings?
Because I don't like them.
Tut, what manners? I can see there is not a minute to lose. These children have been spoiled. I've arrived here just in time. By chance, I got the punishment. That's best. It's the crime. Brimstone and Treacle and cause it royal. Live for a dose of each. These are the treats from which children recoil. The lessons are going to teach. Just follow my model and don't mollycoddle. It may lead the earth unto earth. So seek satisfaction from punitive action. Brimstone and Treacle will work. Open?
Does it taste as bad as it smells?
Work!
But do I have to?
Open! Brimstone and Treacle and carmelite soup are the tools of my trade. With spoonfuls of sugar, don't have a hope of seeing the changes are made. Where manners are chronic, my fingers the tonic that certain to wipe off a smirk. Just pour out a wrap of petulant passion. Brimstone and Treacle will work. Now, your son will go to boarding school at once, and as for the girl, I shall take charge of her myself. Now, show me my room. Hurry up!
She can't stay. They'll have to dismiss her. I never thought I'd say this, but I'm disappointed. I truly am. I thought it was going to be her, you know, with the umbrella.
What are we going to do? The only thing we can do. Run away!
Easy now. You're a fat egg and egg.
Oh, Bert, it's you.
You're filthy. So happens today on the chimney sweep. Now, what's the matter with that?
The nastiest nanny in the world.
Nastiest man in the world, eh? Well, you two should know. You've been through enough of him. She can't be all that bad. Can
She looks like something that would eat its young. Miss Andrews is Daddy's nanny, which explains a lot. Poor Daddy. Ever since he stopped working, he just sits and mopes. Mary Poppins used to say he needed our help, but now it's too late.
Why would you say that? Now, why don't we start off with a little bit of a shake for good luck?
Why would shaking hands with you bring luck?
Oh, well, hasn't anyone ever told you? It's lucky to shake a soup's hand.
But what do you do when you want luck?
Oh, well, I shake hands with myself. Now, I got a little bit of a surprise for you. What have we got here?
Michael, look, it's a real one. What's the matter? You've always wanted to fly real kites. I've always wanted to fly real kites with Daddy.
Of course you have. But you have to know how it's done. Get some training in. And then you'll make your father the proudest in the country.
Really? You're not just saying that.
Did I say country? The whole blooming empire, more like. Isn't that right, Jane? Now, we'll show you how it's done. You just unravel this. I'll give you a little bit of help. Thank you. Oh, here. Start from the right. With tuppence for paper and strings, you can have your own set of wings. With your feet on the ground, you're a bird in flight with your fists holding tight to the string of your kite. Oh, let's go fly a kite up to the highest heights. Let's go fly a kite and send it soaring up through the atmosphere, up where the air is clear. Oh, let's go fly a kite. Try again!
I can't.
Oh, what's this? What's this? There's no litter here.
It isn't litter, it's a kite.
Oh, kite, is it? Oh, my his. I've flown these since I was a boy. Now, wind her up, give her a run, and away she'll go.
But I want to do it.
But you'll let me help, won't you? Since I've flown these since I was a boy.
All right.
When you send it flying up there, all at once you're lighter than air. You can dance on the breeze over houses and trees with your fists holding tight to the string of your kite. Oh, let's go fly a kite up to the highest height. Let's go fly a kite and send it soaring up through the atmosphere, up where the air is clear. Oh, let's go fly a kite. Try this!
It's stop.
Really?
Let me.
Oh, sorry. Wait, what's that?
Oh, Mary Poppins, I knew you'd come back.
Table squeeze and not a sardine in a tin. And where are your coats?
We didn't have time to look for them.
And why not, may I ask?
Because we've run away.
Have you been digging? Mary Poppins, it's been so awful since you left. Miss Andrews came, Daddy's ruined, and we never helped him like you wanted us to. We were too stupid to ever understand what you were saying. Oh my eye, your whole life is a tragedy. Now let's go home and don't dawdle.
It's a nice time to see Mary Poppins.
Now wait just a minute here. Oh, this is against several regulations. Oh, how come down from the sky like that? Where from? That's what I'd like to know.
Well, if I were a pot keeper, I'd be straighten my cap and button my coat. Now let's go, kids. Let's get
Wait!
home.
Aren't you going to shake hands with Bert? Good luck.
We did. I don't need any luck, thank you.
Here you go.
Illusions may shatter, but memories stay. The things that really matter, I lost on the way. The sovereign, the master, and long may he reign. The famous good for nothing of Cherry Tree Lane.
Don't you worry, Ralph. They'll turn off eventually.
But I've raised they're not naughty this time. unhappy. I'm afraid I made everyone unhappy.
It's all right. I'll
George, dear, I know it hurts your pride, dear, but you can't just run and hide, dear. Why can't you see that I'm here and I'm on your side? Whenever you spoke of Miss Andrews, you showered your world with praise. But now that I've met Miss Andrews, there are one or two things I rephrase. To think you were raised with a master and carried that burden through life. If only you could see that you could share it with your wife. Being Mrs. Banks, it's easy to forget the way I felt that summer's day, the day that we first met. Being Mrs. Banks, being kissed by you, a man of dreams who made me feel that wishes could come true. And now, although you're lost, it's time that we close ranks. I'll fight for the man who needs freeing, the real you who may want to see it, and you'll find a way of just being Mr.
Perhaps she's killed everyone. Perhaps they're all dead.
Not like that, you stupid boy!
Well, they're not all dead. What's that noise? It's a bird. I might have known. Did you? Well, frankly, that's not a surprise. Locked in this cage and not free in the skies for 2 years. How shameful! Well, yes, of course, that's a field I know well. An hour no longer, wings will grow stronger. Once you are free from this cell. What kind of bird is it? A lark. You are seeing a lark in a cage for the first time. And the last. My pleasure. Don't mention it.
I'm going downstairs to fetch Crusoe, my lord. You stay there and clean the grate again. So, you've decided to come cruising back. I think we know what is needed now. Brimstone and Treacle, my favorite. Look at that will make runaways stop. Impudent children, respond to my women, but forced to drink every last drop.
Is this what you're looking for?
Who are you?
I'm Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins, but you left without notice.
And I've come back without notice.
I see, and what do you expect me to do?
Ha!
Ha! You insolent young person, how dare you speak to me in this way? Silly little girl with your newfangled methods. I bring up children so they know their place. Then if for tradition I govern my charges.
Mishandled charges blow up in your face.
I brought up their father.
Well, that's right, and you must be some projects the way he turned out.
A shining example, a pillar.
A post, they all have their problems, but him more than most.
Crusoe! My lord! Crusoe!
Mary Poppins? Wherever did you come from?
She came from Michael.
Michael? Jane? Is that you? Thank heavens! You're naughty running off like that, and I should be angry as anything. If I wasn't so pleased to see you. Where's Miss Andrew?
She's gone.
Gone? Why?
She didn't give a reason, ma'am.
How peculiar. So, Mary Poppins, if you're back, are you going to stay?
I'll stay for as long as necessary, ma'am.
Well, you see, the last time you stayed, you left a word without warning. How do you know you won't do it again?
You don't.
Oh. Oh, Constable, I'm so sorry to have bothered you, but everyone is back and...
Not all of them, ma'am.
George.
Oh, this one wandering the clock. Good night, ma'am.
Where is she?
Who, Miss Andrew? She left.
Left? But how?
She might have thought we were rude.
Rude? To Miss Andrews? Well, I can't forgive it. But I might be able to forget it. In fact, I'd give you 6 pence if I had one.
George, you haven't even noticed. Mary Poppins is back.
Oh, Mary Poppins. Might I have a word?
If this is about my wages, sir, I won't take any just yet. I should prefer to let them accrue.
But Mary Poppins, if you only knew how many payments were accruing at the moment, there's no...
Is everything settled?
It is now, ma'am. Jane Michael must get started now. Switch swap.
Is that locket new?
And if it is,
What's inside?
a portrait.
Of who?
You'll know when the time comes and not no sooner.
Mary Poppins, are you going to stay this time?
I'll stay till the chain breaks.
What chain?
Where? Michael, you must be careful. The room's a bit excited to see me back. And you never know what might happen around the fireplace.
Michael, come down, Michael! Mary Poppins, what's happening, Mary Poppins?
Made the wrong decision. And how bad is that? After many years of good service, what's the worst that can happen?
Winifred, if I am to be dismissed by the bank, we'll be destitute. The servants will leave, the house will be repossessed, and we'll be outside with the children on a cold, frosty curb.
We'll have everything we need. Each other and the children. What?
Hello there. What are you doing up there?
And where should a chimney sweep be? A chimney swept, secret kept, here above the gables. Another world to be inferred, it ages bits and fields. A chimney stack is holding back against the twilight sky. But never fear, there's wonder here, perhaps you'll find out more.
What do I look like? That's better. The world is awfully big, isn't it? And what does that tell you? That we are awfully small and unimportant. I speak for yourself.
Not us so much, but our troubles. They seem so big down in the nursery, but up here...
That's more like it. Troubles are never so bad when you duck in from a little while on. And always remember, there's plenty of folks ready to help you too should you need it.
Who?
Now guardian angels, get them trying to see. They're not I believe, not grand nor aloof. No! They're covered in soot and they're up on your
Chim, chimney, chim, chim, cherry.
See? It's true!
Brush away the dirt and suds. Brush away your tears.
All your debt swept away.
In the weathers of all hours, we can see for miles.
happened. The chairman of the bank wants to see me at the close of business tonight.
Tonight? Well, I'm gonna come with you and jolly well give your chairman a piece of my mind.
That would only make things worse. We might as well face it. In just a few hours, I will join the ranks of the unemployed.
Oh, George, you quite sure?
Quite sure. So we better start making plans. And I'm afraid the time has come.
Do you need your mother's boss?
Needs must, my dear. We always said we were saving it for a rainy day, and tomorrow it was set to pour.
Oh, George, do be careful. Hello, Miss Brill. Let's go to the kitchen, shall we? Or maybe let's just sit down.
Mrs. Brill, is that the dinner cooking?
Now don't you start. I've opened all the windows.
I was only going to say that it smells delicious.
Oh, well, go outside now.
Well, I never. So that's where I put them.
What are they?
Oh, stars. Gingerbread stars on one tip for my nanny. I always knew I'd put them somewhere no one else could find them. Funny thing was, I couldn't find them either.
They're very bright.
Aren't they? After all this time.
Here, let me give you one. It's everywhere.
You know, I used to think that when I grew up, I learned everything there was to know about the stars. It's funny. I haven't thought about that in so many years. I'm not usually sentimental.
It's good to look back sometimes, isn't it?
Is it? I'm not so sure. A man has dreams of walking with giants to carve his niche in the edifice of time. Before the motor of his zeal has the chance to congeal. The cup is dashed from his lips. The flame is snuffed a boarding. He's brought to a rapid ruin in his prime.
That's the wrong goal, Governor. And that's the truth.
You know what I think? It's Mary Poppins. From the moment she stepped into this house, things have begun to happen to me. My world was calm, well ordered in some dream. Then came this person with chaos in her wake. And now my life's ambitions go with one fell blow. It's quite a bitter pill to take. Oh, it's that Poppins woman! She's responsible for all of this!
I know the very person. What's that thing she's always saying? Something like, just a spoonful of sugar. All it takes to turn bread and water into tea and cakes. A spoonful of sugar goes a long, long way. So have yourself an healthy every day.
Help me hold the cup of trouble if you ask me.
It's like you say, Governor. You got to grind, grind, grind at that Brimstone. No chocolate slips like sand through a sieve. And all too soon they rot and grow, and then they flow. And it's too late for you to give. Just that spoonful of sugar to help the medicine go down. The medicine go down. The medicine go down. Good luck, Governor.
Oh, thank you. But, and good luck to you too.
Daddy,
Yes,
do you remember when we came to visit the bank?
yes.
Well, we were each given a sixpence and told to spend them carefully.
Excellent advice. That's exactly what you should do. What did you buy with them?
Nothing yet, but we decided to give them to you.
Oh, I suppose Mary Poppins will make it up to this.
No, she hasn't said a word about it. But we know it's been difficult for you lately, and we really haven't been much help. We thought a bit of extra cash might loosen things up. It's a whole shilling.
Thank you.
Good night, Daddy. We love you. You know.
Jane, remember when you asked me who Venus's father was?
Yes?
It was Poseidon, king of the sea. Good night.
Daddy is really worried, isn't he?
Yes, he is. But always remember he loves you very much. That's far more important than personal jobs or anything.
Are you going to the bank with him?
No, I wish he let me, but he won't. I wish there was someone to take his place and to stand up for him, to show him he's really like on the inside.
Why can't he do that by himself?
Because he's a man, and I'm very proud of him.
Then you must go.
I wish I could, but it's just not possible.
Why not?
Because I'm a woman.
Mary Poppins says anything can happen if you let it.
Do you really believe that, Mary Poppins?
Anything can happen if you let it. Sometimes things are difficult, but you can bet it can be so.
I will take it as a great favor if you fed them for me.
Decision error, paying one's debts, risking our investments, hedging our debts. Mr. Banks is here.
Come in, Banks.
Trading in futures, drops on the line.
So, Banks, how do you turn out of Poppins' million? I'll make millions, and we want to know why. Then I'll tell you. I turned down Mr. Von Hustler because his scheme was hollow. It had no product. It had no substance. It had no meaning outside the walls of a bank. Oh, yes, he told me about the profits and the assets and the growth, but there was no real word about people. Now, I know as far as you're concerned that if a man puts any real value on life, then he's a washout. But I'm afraid I do value a gentleman. In short, I, George Banks, Esquire, have rediscovered the human race. Now, I'm sorry for ruining this bank, but I am not sorry that realizing there's more important things in life than making money. Ruining the bank. Ruining the bank? Ruining the bank? My dear Chim, what are you talking about? You say without thinking. Haven't you heard? Von Hustler's scheme has ruined our rival. You kept us out of nasty schemes since records began. And another thing. Remember that fellow named Northbrook? Well, the loan that you negotiated was the key set up 2 factories and paying us in full. We're set to make a fortune! Oh my word! Well, that's just it. If you tell us how you did it, just give us the word. Secret is sacred. Give you the word. Give you the word. I'll give you the word, all right? Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious! Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Oh, sir, thank you. Now, Banks.
Forgive him! It's not his fault. It's all because of his nanny, Miss Andrew.
Oh, the holy terror! She told me everything I know. Well, now's your time to forget it.
That's right. And if you want to fight about it, you come to the right woman.
Darling, it's all right. I haven't lost the bank any money at all. In fact, I've made them a fortune.
Really?
Gentlemen, madam, if we please, we'd like to discuss. Well, Banks, George, by way of recompense, we're offering you the position of senior manager with double your current payment.
Exactly how much money has he made for you?
Triple! Quadruple your current amount!
Close your mouth, George. We are not to call to this.
Well, I accept. On one condition. From now on, my family comes first. Agreed? Agreed. Oh, Winifred, I'm afraid I underestimated you. How can you forgive me?
How can you ask?
It was selfish of me to take you away from the stage. You want to go back, and I won't mind if you do.
No, I don't want to go back.
But surely you liked acting.
I loved it, but I found a role I much rather prefer, and it's going to keep me busy for a very long time.
Hey, Michael. Hey, Mary Poppins.
Anything can happen, raise the curtain. Things are what's impossible will soon seem certain. Though at first these may sound loveless, see the world more
Upside down, turn it on his head and pirouette it. Anything can happen if you let it.
If you reach for the stars, all you get are the stars. But we've found a whole new spin. If you reach for the heavens, you get the stars thrown in. Stars There the stars. I want the constellations too. Do you indeed? I wonder you don't ask for the moon as well. If you reach for the stars, all you get are the stars. Well, we found a whole new spin. If you reach for the heavens, you get the stars thrown in. Anything can happen if you let it. Life is out there waiting, so go and get it. Grab it by the collar, seize it by the scruff. Once you started living life, you just can't get enough. Anything can happen, it's official. Here's the thing to do for the celebration. Sally forth the way we're steering. Obstacles start disappearing. Go and chase her dreams, you won't regret it. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Anything can happen if you let
Oh, Mary Poppins, that was the best yet. Get to go up to the stars in the heaven, and you think we'll go back?
Yes, someday. Really? Will it be soon? Oh no, not for a very long time. But until then, you can keep an eye on the stars until you return.
But it's your telescope.
So it is. It's a present for you.
Thank you so much, Mary Poppins.
You were a fine boy, Michael Banks, and one day you will be a fine man.
Well, Mary Poppins, you make me so anxious when you talk like that.
Like what?
When you talk so nice and gentle. It's not a bit like you. Be cross, Mary Poppins. Do be cross.
Is that the thanks I get for the trouble I've taken?
That's better.
That's dainty, Bert.
I painted them, Mary Poppins. They're for you. It's nice, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, goodbye then, Mary Poppins.
Goodbye, Bert.
Keep an eye on yourself. That's practically perfect, and I hope it remains so. Look, it's Mary Poppins' locket. But the chain's broken. Don't you remember? Stay until the chain breaks. And there's a note too. What's it say? Michael, the telescope is for you, and it's a picture of the three of us. And it's signed, Mary Poppins, with a great deal of love. Mary Poppins?